Like, you have seen players in our league try to like toughen up Caitlin. We call her CC. For even when I wasn't on her team, like I know the talks that Phoenix had in the locker room of like, no, we're gonna prove her, we're gonna show her what the W really is. You know what I mean? And like I get it to a certain extent, and like every rookie coming into the league, that's how you're gonna treat them. But there's just more for her. So it's her second year, and like now being on her team and like seeing it, I'm like, what are people doing? Like actually, it's just too much.
The silence was deafening. The targeting was relentless. And for far too long, no one with a platform dared to speak up. That changed when Sophie Cunningham finally stood tall and declared, enough is enough.
Sophie said some very unapologetic things. The kind of things that have made her beloved by Fever fans and continued to have her adversaries and detractors crash out. I mean, that's pretty much as simple as you can put it. I mean, the phenomenon of Sophie Cunningham is in large part due to Caitlin Clark, right? Sophie comes over, she protects Caitlin Clark in that Connecticut Sun game, throws JC Sheldon to the floor. That's when she became a viral sensation. But she's always had that personality. She's always been pretty well known in the WNBA space, and now she's on the...
The voices are growing louder. The frustration has reached a boiling point. Now, the unthinkable is being discussed openly across social media and sports forums. Sophie Cunningham has seen firsthand what Caitlin Clark has endured, and she's had enough. Enough of watching the WNBA's brightest star get targeted, disrespected, and dismissed by players and referees.
Now, we know Caitlin Clark has been seeing a level of attacks, I should say, dealing with WNBA stars in different
You have seen players in our league try to like toughen up Caitlin. We call her CC. For even when I wasn't on her team, like I know the talks that Phoenix had in the locker room of like, no, we're gonna prove her.
What followed was unprecedented in WNBA history. Sophie Cunningham didn't just defend her teammate, she became the voice fans had been waiting for. She looked at a league seemingly determined to sabotage its own golden goose and said what everyone else...
Fans were waiting for somebody to do what Sophie did. But Sophie Cunningham was not worried about hurting any feelings on this podcast either. This is what she said about the idea that Caitlin Clark may not be the face of the league, which is, you know, just an asinine concept that has been thrown out by some.
And it literally like pisses me off when people are like, she's not.
If you're enjoying this, please subscribe. Here's the uncomfortable truth Sophie Cunningham's rise has uncovered. Even having a true enforcer may not be enough to protect Caitlin Clark from a league that seems intent on dimming its own brightest light. Cunningham has watched Clark endure punishment that goes well beyond rookie hazing. She's seen the pattern.
Sports anchors, they're all haters too. That's crazy. They're definitely not analysts. They don't know shit about basketball. Rick? What the fuck are you talking about? I've never seen so much hate on a new athlete since I've been living. Since my 43 years of living, I've never seen so much hate towards an athlete. He says, oh, she's not getting bullied. This is normal physicality. If you're gonna be talking shit, putting it in my face and saying, yeah, what up, then you gonna have that shit coming for you. Somebody gonna bust you in the mouth for knocking the shot down and talking shit about it. Not because she's a dirty player, or not because, you know, she's trying to hurt people.
Let's talk about what Sophie Cunningham knows. During her time with the Phoenix Mercury, she heard the conversations. She saw the strategies. She knew teams planned to welcome Caitlin Clark to the league with physicality and intimidation.
What we all been witnessing right before our eyes about our precious CC, my precious CC, Caitlin Clark. For the ones who didn't know. So basically, she was saying that when they was preparing, when she was on the other team before she came to the Indiana Fever, we talking about Sophie Cunningham. She was basically saying that the Phoenix Mercury players were basically game planning and saying that they was going to assault her and give her a whack onto the W.
But what Cunningham is witnessing now goes far beyond that. Every rookie gets tested, sure, but this is something else. There's just more for her, Cunningham said. Now that I'm on her team, I'm like, what are people doing? It's too much. The numbers don't lie. Caitlin Clark has absorbed 20% of all flagrant fouls in the entire league this season. One player. A rookie. And it's taken its toll. Clark has been limited to just 13 games in 2025 due to 3 separate injuries, 2 groin strains, and a quad issue.
I get it to a certain extent, and like every rookie coming into the league, that's how you're going to treat them. But
Right.
there's just more for her. So it's her second year, and like now being on her team and like seeing it, I'm like, what are people doing? Like, actually, it's just too much, and
Yeah.
like it's just. I'm over it. And if I'm saying it's too much, then it's probably too much.
No, that's so
like
Even more disturbing is the escalating pattern Cunningham has seen. The Kennedy Carter blindside that was called a common foul. The Alyssa Thomas shoulder check that somehow wasn't ruled flagrant. The Marina Mabrey shove that sent Clark flying. The refs keep swallowing their whistles. Cunningham's voice carries weight because she knows. She's a 6-year vet who's played against Clark and now plays beside her.
Player ever that's gotten this type of treatment coming into the league. LeBron would probably be the closest person that got this type of treatment. And that's only because he big as fuck and he used to come to the lane, and the only way you could stop him is to pull him down. But even when they used to pull his ass down, they did not try to hurt him. A lot of times they would just grab LeBron and like, just stop him from falling. It wasn't malicious with this shit. And it's so sad that y'all just turning a blind eye. Y'all just like, oh, it's not bullying. She's not getting targeted. She deserves it because she talks trash. Oh my God. You know who talks 10 times more trash than Caitlin Clark? Anthony Edwards. You know who's even worse than that?
Her most explosive moment came on her podcast, Show Me Something, where she obliterated those who deny Clark's status as the face of the league. It literally pisses me off when people say she's not the face, Cunningham said. But she didn't stop at words. In a heated moment, she delivered a hard foul on Sheldon that sparked a brawl and sent a message, mess with Clark, deal with Cunningham. The fallout? Nearly 600,000 new TikTok followers in 48 hours. Her jersey? Completely sold out. Fans called her the Enforcer. Merch flew off the shelves.
literally like pisses me off when people are like, she's not the face of the league.
Who would be?
What?
Sabrina? No.
No, there's really good, well-known people in our league. I'm not discrediting them. Like, we have a lot of badasses in our league.
Yeah.
Like, hell yeah to that. I'm all for that. But when people try to argue that she's not the face of our league,
Yeah.
or if our league would be where we're at without her, you're dumb as shit.
Yeah.
You're literally.
Cunningham's criticism hasn't been limited to players. She's called out referees who failed to protect Clark. Her TikTok roast of officiating got 1.3 million views and earned her a $500 fine. Her reaction? I got fined $500 for this TikTok. Ig. Why? This is funny to me. Like, okay bud. Meanwhile, in games, she's been elbowed in the face. Grabbed by the neck. No calls. The same pattern of abuse following Clark is now spreading to anyone who defends her.
And I almost venture to say that if Sophie Cunningham wasn't who she is, and people didn't sort of know what she's about, she wouldn't have been fined. But am I shocked that an activist basketball league decided to target Sophie Cunningham? No. I'm not surprised by that. I mean, this whole league's got all of its priorities all bleeped up.
Cunningham hasn't been shy about calling out the jealousy aimed at Caitlin Clark. Others avoid the topic. She doesn't. It's blatant. In the 2025 All-Star voting, Clark led all players in fan votes, but her peers ranked her 9th among guards. Basketball legend Dick Vitale called it out as pure jealousy. Cunningham agrees. Players have made digs in interviews. Some celebrate when Clark gets hurt. What they fail to see, what Cunningham understands, is that Clark's success lifts the whole league. The new CBA. Higher salaries. Charter flights. Sold-out arenas. Better TV deals. That's all Clark.
Last year was the first year in its like 25, 30-year existence that it was profitable. Made $1 million. But it was the first time that it didn't lose money because the NBA supplements. Well, when Caitlin Clark comes to town, you have to go from the 8,000 seat WNBA arena to the 30,000 seat whatever arena across town, because of ticket sales and all of the apparel and all of this stuff that's coming from Caitlin Clark. And you're just like, okay, but the league is totally destroying her. You know, they're trying to destroy her from within, and it's the play.
Here's the most damning part of all. Caitlin Clark, who never missed a game due to injury at Iowa or during her rookie WNBA season, has now missed 14 games in 2025. Quad. Groin. Groin again. She missed the Commissioner's Cup final. She missed the All-Star game in her hometown. Sophie Cunningham sees the toll. She sees what no one else wants to admit. The non-stop physicality. The unchecked targeting. The lack of protection. Even Clark's brother Colin briefly called out the refs on social media before deleting the post.
One of the biggest epidemics in the history of sports right now is going on with the WNBA and their referees. They suck. All right, their referee situation blows. The officiating, they can't get the calls right. When they do go over to look at something, it takes them forever, and then they still get it wrong. And they also will not come down on these players for trying to take out the league's greatest asset. The league's greatest golden goose that is going to eventually make all these players and the commissioner and all these people all this money. They won't officiate. They won't.
What makes Cunningham's support so powerful is that she's not just talking, she's acting. She's embraced her role as Clark's protector. And fans love her for it. She's among the league leaders in flagrant fouls, trailing only Clark and Aaliyah Boston. She's taken the hits. Absorbed the contact. Sent the message. Her social media following has exploded past 1 million. She's inked deals with Ring, Arby's, and Adidas. Launched her podcast with Colin Cowherd's The Volume. In a league where most stay quiet, Sophie Cunningham is loud. And fans are listening. She's proven you don't have to be a superstar to make a superstar impact. Just someone brave enough to stand up when no one else.
The phenomenon of Sophie Cunningham is in large part due to Caitlin Clark, right? Sophie comes over, she protects Caitlin Clark in that Connecticut Sun game, throws J.C. Sheldon to the floor. That's when she became a viral sensation. But she's always had that personality. She's always been pretty well known in the WNBA space, and now she's on the most high-profile team, getting all sorts of endorsement deals and the like, and has been playing extremely well.